Hi everyone. So I've been wanting to speak about the Black Lives Matter movement for a while now, but I didn't know what to share. But as it continues, I see the importance of just sharing whatever my experience and my views are. And I also realize how much the breath is important in this movement as well. And so I'd like to share my personal experience and views first. So I was a brown person that moved to the US with my family at the age of 8. And we lived in very interesting areas racially. We initially were in Jackson, Mississippi, and then in upstate New York, and then in South Texas near Mexico. So introduced to very distinctly different races, African American, white, Mexican, and there I was brown, but really unaware of race throughout. And I'm sure I was discriminated, I'm sure I saw racism, it was all around, and yet just because of my lack of awareness, I actually was not aware of it. Until, interestingly enough, until I came back to India in my mid-20s. India is a very diverse country, and perhaps as a result, there's all kinds of racism here. And even though I am a brown person, for various reasons, I saw the discrimination around me, and also to some extent to me as well. So my eyes opened to it in my own country. But now I would say I'm just connected to the issue of injustice and inequality in general. So yes, I'm connected to my brothers and sisters in the US, and also I'm feeling for all the discrimination I see here in India, some of which we invented here, like casteism, discrimination based on caste. So I guess I share all this to say that it's no question that racism exists. If we don't see it, it's just our lack of awareness. So I would say if we see the racism, we're bound to get very agitated and angry and full of rage and sadness. And for those of us in that position, I would say it's important that we remember that it's going to be a long fight towards justice. So it's important that we manage our emotional energy and take deep breaths, knowing that it's a fire that needs to burn for a long time. So we need to breathe and manage and know when to stop watching those videos and fueling that fire too fast. And for those of us that don't see it, that don't think it's really much of a problem, that we're making too much of a big deal out of it, I would say, again, the deep breaths matter, as in to just sit and reflect, because it's not that it's not there. It's just a matter of taking the time to go into ourselves, to see if we're really looking at each other equally, loving each other equally, and if that's what we've seen around us in the past and currently, no matter where you are in the world. It's a basic human problem. It's a spiritual journey, really, to be able to love each other equally, to see each other equally. But right now we're fighting for basic justice. So that will happen, is happening. But let's take deep breaths, look within us, and somehow manage our energies and be able to keep this fire burning. Because it's going to be a long fight. But we're in it, and let's all find a way to plug in and to keep this fire burning. So let's take a deep breath together, wherever you are on this issue. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. Inhale, letting the abdomen rise, letting the chest rise and expand. And exhale, pulling the abdomen in and letting the chest fall.